Hi, everybody. How's it going? Okay. Just wanted to make sure my cell phone really was charging. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have been running from pillar to post all morning. I'm exhausted. Hmm. Anybody want to say hi or no? Not wanting to. That's cool. Megan is here and she says, "Hello, I'm just finishing up work, so I'm listening in for a bit." There's not a whole lot to listen to at the moment. I thought it said there were two people here, but now it says one, but sometimes that count is not correct. So who knows? Who knows? So just making sure that, yeah, I don't actually have a lot to say because, like I said, there's nobody here. Oh, now there's somebody else here, maybe. I don't know if it's somebody who wants to talk or just wants to listen. That's fine too, obviously. You can do what you want. I am not the boss of you. Okay, Megan just says, "What were you up to today?" Okay, I will describe that and you can listen. And anybody wants to say hi or chime in? I got up very early. I woke up at like 5 or so. "Hello, loves," says Anna. "Hi, Anna." Uh, and yeah, so I woke up really early. I don't know if it was the trash collection that woke me up or if I just woke up. It was like shortly after 5. And I was like, well, I guess I'll get up. And then when I left my bedroom, I saw that my mother was already up. So we had an early breakfast and then I started doing things. I took some I'm doing a day in the life vlog, and that's kind of making everything take a lot longer and be a lot more frustrating. I don't know how people could do this on the regular. I guess after you've done it a few times, you're used to it. But so I took a couple of pictures for Instagram. I recorded my a book on haul, a library book on haul, and then I was just messing around with trying to get my clips downloaded in a timely fashion, which, when you're in a rush, that's when it just all kinds of obstructions. Anna says, "I made homemade refried beans for lunch and wrote a bit for fun and read a bit of fan fiction." Nice. "I have dishes to wash and a floor to vacuum, but I am eating at the moment, so procrastinating." I get it. I get it. Anyway, so then after breakfast and stuff, I did the filming and I did some cleaning up. I actually did my 10 minutes of yuck. I did like half an hour of yuck this morning. So my 10 minutes I can just use to relax, which I can use it. And then I had some errands to run, so I went to Aldi and the library and the gas station and Dollar General and the post office. Oh, yeah, I went to the post office. That may be more meaningful to some of you than to others, but I did go to the post office, so I got that done. So I got a lot done, but it was just like, and then when I got home, it was um, it was lunch. My mom made some mac and cheese. We didn't have a salad with it this time because she didn't feel like having salad. So I was like, well, if I have a salad, I'll do it after the live stream. But we did throw some green beans and some parsley into our mac and cheese. Anna says, my nerve is pinched badly today, and so my left leg is going numb while trying to do stuff. Ew, that's not good. And then she has a lot of excited mailbox emojis because she knows why I went to the post office. And it was to mail in the gas bill and also to mail a package to Anna. There aren't any enclosures, just there's some packing material and some books. I wanted to send it media rate, so I didn't write a letter or a note or anything like that. It's just books and nothing but, well, packaging materials. So yeah. And they said you should get it on Tuesday. And Anna says, "Ugh, let's not discuss the gas company." Well, this is heating oil. It's not gas like to power anything. The only gas we use is heating oil, and they deliver it. It's a local guy. He delivers it. He's been working with us for since we moved in, so over 20 years now. So yeah. In fact, actually, this morning while I was recording a clip, he delivered gas, heating oil. So yeah. So that's what I have been up to today. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but man, it took it out of me, especially since, like I said, I was trying to vlog as I was doing it. And good night in the morning. That was, sheesh, especially like I was having all these problems with downloading and ugh. Nicole is here and she says, "Hi, busy bees." I'm not sure how busy people are at the moment. Well, I know Megan's doing stuff and she was like, "I'll just listen in." And I'm like, "I don't have anything to say." So I was just describing what I did. Hannah says, "I commend you. I despise vlogging. I've abandoned every attempt." Well, it was a bright idea I had this morning. What happened was, I like to post YouTube videos on Sundays and Thursdays, and I didn't really have anything to post for tomorrow. And there was all this stuff that I wanted to do, but there are good reasons why I didn't want to do it to post tomorrow. So I decided, oh, I'll just do a day in the life vlog. And during the course of it, I did do a library on haul. I'd like to try to put it in there. I mean, try to put it in as a day in the life vlog, like do the library on haul and then do like just do that. So if that's all people want to see, they can watch it and then stop. And then the rest of it will be a day in the life vlog, I hope. So it's gonna be on the fly. So there are some more comments. Nicole says, "I have 3 items to complete for work, none of it fun. Ooh. All background organizing and planning. And also, I am waiting for a book order to arrive today. Any minute now. I see the postman down the street. Yay! Okay, well, do people want to just have the 10 minutes of yuck now? Like I said, I'm not actually doing yuck because I did 35 minutes of yuck earlier today, like dusting and vacuuming and stuff. So I'm actually just going to kick back and relax, I think. Well, actually, I'm going to film a clip, I think. And Ana says, "I gave myself a dose of disappointment as I still have not finished. Reckless. USPS sent me into a slump." They'll do that. Nicole says 10 minutes of reviewing our upcoming test. Yuck for the students. But you've got some smiley emojis. So it's like, I'm the one who's making them take a test, not the other way around. Anna says, "I'm going to finish my lunch and enjoy my tea." Okay, well, we'll do the 10 minutes of yuck and then we'll come back. I went to the library today, so I have some library books if people want to see that. And of course, I went to 2 used bookstores on Monday, and I have a lot of stuff if people want to see that. Uh, Nicole says, "Ooh, what kind of tea, Ana?" And then she says, "Yes, show us all the books today, Sock." You know that if Megan were in a position to be typing in response, she'd be like, "Books, show us the books. Do it now. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it." Okay, well, what I'm actually going to do is set the timer for 10 minutes. Oh, and today's, I'm not going to do the radio station yet because I won't be listening anyway. And Ana says it's called cherry berry tea. Sounds good. And Megan says, "LOL books." Okay, I'm not going to post the radio station yet because I'm not going to be listening to it. Well, I guess I could post it just because I'm not listening to it doesn't mean you can't. CW WPLR.com. Copy, paste. This is WPLR. And Nicole says, "Oh, that sounds lovely. I just purchased an evergreen tea. I'm curious, but a little worried too. I hope it doesn't taste like grass." That's chamomile. Oh, chamomile, you know what you did. Okay, so this is the radio station. I'm not going to be listening to it during the 10-minute sprint because I'm going to be recording the clip, so I can't have that in the background. But it is WPLR, which is a local. This isn't like iHeartRadio. This is like hyper local, I think. I don't know if it's affiliated nationally. Anyway, they play a nice variety of rock and whatnot. Ana says, "I blame you, Sock. I listened to it one time, and now I pull the link up every day and jam out." Well, this is a different radio station that I'm putting in today. So there are 3 that I kind of, well, there are several that I go through, but this one is WPLR, and they do like kind of more. I think they have more of a like a variety, but Okay, so I'm gonna start do that. It is 2:10, so we're going until 2:20. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, that was a lovely 10 minutes of not doing a whole lot, at least for me. Uh, Catching up on some comments, we have Ana gave us some updates. She said, I did effort. Nice. I have set up some blueberry herbal tea to steep so that I may have more iced fruity tea. After that, it's just the peach I have left. Peach tea. Mhm. Peach tea. And then she adds, I adore tea, but none of my siblings or father like it. My mama was the only one who enjoyed it. She goes on to say, I recently purchased an English breakfast tea, but have not tried it. I want to purchase an actual teapot and find some beautiful teacups, perhaps the next time I go thrift shopping. Yeah. Do you want to go for like the full set or just get like the teapot and then just all different kinds of beautiful teacups so that it's kind of eclectic? Either way, it's really nice. And Nicole says, the books arrived, got no work done. Nicole says, but the books arrived. Distracted by pretty things. Okay. Um, so that's yeah. I had to make sure I got my phone plugged in because I was using it all morning and it wasn't recharging. And Ana says, it's only me who drinks it, so I'll probably go for eclectic unless I find a decent small set. Well, the thing is just, you have the collections and stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun to go looking for that. I always like going to thrift stores, but I like going there when I have something in mind too. It's like I'm on a mission. Okay, so I have the window open, so you're gonna hear cars going by occasionally. And so far, the neighborhood happenings were all just before the live stream started or during the sprint. So right now it's just cars and propane truck. Kristen Lee, Socks, what up? Hey, Kristen, I don't know if you've been to one of my live sprints before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you here. I was just saying I went to the library today and picked up a couple of books, and then I went to used bookstores on Monday. So I've got some books to share when people are interested. Uh, I think I'll just start with doing the library books because most of the books I got on Monday were step backs. So people might want to, like, I know Megan is currently, she still has some work to finish up, and Nicole's got some stuff to do. So I might save the step backs for when people are in a position to pay attention. My glasses are reflecting again. Okay, so I have Sea Storm by Christine Feehan. This is actually because I'm going to start a new thing on the channel. I'm going to do a big reading vlog to start it, and then I'm going to do some more of it. Megan says, I'm done work. Before I put my glasses on, I thought it said, I'm done world. Like we're like, hey world, I'm done. Anyway, so the thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to kick it off with a vlog that I haven't started yet, but I will do it eventually, is I'm calling it dive in or drop out. And the idea is that I read the first book of a series and decide whether I want to dive into the series or just drop out. I just tossed that on the floor for demonstration purposes. I actually haven't read it. I'm sure it's fine. So I'm starting with Christine, I don't know if it's Feehan or Feehan, but I'm going to start with some of her books, some of her series, because she's got a lot of series and they go on and on and on. Anna says, I'm giving you a deadpan stare. You can't see it, but I wanted you to know. Books suck. Who in their right mind doesn't like seeing books? Well, if people are like in a position where they can't pay a lot of attention and they want to see the step backs and whatnot, then, maybe. So that's why I have the Christine Feehan or Feehan, because I got a whole bunch of first books of series she's written, and I'm going to do the dive in or drop out. Am I going to dive into those series, or am I going to just read the first book, or maybe not even finish the first book? And it's not just going to be Kristen Feehan. I have other ones in mind. So that's a preview of coming attractions. And somebody, I think it was on Sarah the Bookish Knitter or Storm Reads. I think it was when Storm Reads was hosting their Monday night live streams. because I was there because I'm doing Monday night live streams every other week now. So I was there during the off week, not this last time, a couple of weeks ago. And they mentioned this book, and I thought it sounded pretty good. And that is A Letter to the Luminous Deep. Megan says, very true. Too, ain't it? So anyway, let me know if any of you want to hear more about these books, summaries or whatever. Let me know, and I will do it. Okay, so and then the other two books I picked up, I finished Something Fabulous by Alexis Hall. It's a historical romance by him, and learned that there are two more books in that series, so I got them both. Something. The second one is Something Spectacular, and the third one is Something Extraordinary. So that's queer historical romance, and it'll be fun because Alexis Hall usually is. So those are the books I got at the library. Megan says, ooh, I've been interested in the Luminous Deep book. It is pretty, and it is covered with barcodes and stuff. Thank you, West Hartford Public Library, for making us, yeah. Anyway, it's very pretty. Okay, so those are the books I got from the library. Ooh. Oh, there were a couple of young women jogging past. I don't know if they were college students or high school students or what. They had been past my house like about a half an hour or so ago. They must be doing some pretty big laps. I mean, my neighborhood has, anyway, if you want to go around the block in my neighborhood, it's going to be like about a mile and a half. Okay, so those were the library books that I got. And then I do have like big piles of stuff. But I actually bought books in 3 places on Monday. I went to the public library because I am keeping it in my car, but I have printed out a spreadsheet of my step back so I would stop buying duplicates. So but that's in my car. Otherwise I'd wave it around. It's on my computer too. I stopped by the library so I could print it out. And then while I was there, they had some books for sale in the lobby. So I picked up, let's see, what did I do with that one? A Cowboy of Legend by Linda Brodet. Anna says, I am folding laundry and organizing my crochet stuff and art supplies. Nice. Anna says, might do some furniture rearranging later if I can kidnap my brother at some point. Yeah, come here. You owe me one. You'll be like, for what? And you'll be like, I don't know, I'll think of something. So anyway, this is a decommissioned library book from Durham. And this is yeah. Cowboy of Legend. I think it's the first book in a series. So that's the only book I picked up at Durham. Then I went to Penny's Bookshelf in Milford, which is that's like a 45-minute drive from here, so it's not too bad. I mean, I got on. You just have to deal with the interchange at the between I-91 and I-95. Got to drive through New Haven, and it can get a little congested. It wasn't too bad, but I took in some books and got something like $56 in credit. So I bought some stuff. I couldn't use the whole $56 because Penny only takes cash or check, and I didn't have my checkbook with me, and I didn't have a whole lot of cash. So I just got some stuff, and then like that was that. I can always go back. Penny herself is recovering from surgery, so yeah. Okay. Megan says, I've got some time to eat now before tutoring, and right after that, I have a video meeting with booking a DJ. Ooh, yeah. Nice. And it says, free unlimited babysitter. He does owe me. Yeah, you'll be like, yeah, could you help me move some furniture? It'll make for a nicer environment for your kids when they come over, and I look after them without charging you any money because you're my family and I love you. That got creepy fast. Megan says, does anyone else have trouble DNFing? I don't. I know you mentioned that before, though, that's kind of an issue for you. I decided to stop a book because it was just too slow for me. Then I listened to the author talk about it, and she is so nice, and I felt bad that I came back to it. This is the thing. If I'm not enjoying a book, I don't think it's fair on myself to force me to continue reading it unless there's something, some external reason why I have to, like for class or something. I also don't think it's fair to the book, and I don't think it's fair to the author for me to force myself to read something that I don't like. That's not being fair to me, and it's not even being fair to the author because it's the fact that I don't like it is probably not because of anything they did. It's just not for me. And I think it's kind of more fair to an author to just say, I mean, don't say it to them personally. They're never going to know. But yeah, I always think of it as being kind of unfair to an author for me to read something I'm not enjoying because I'm just going to continue to be resentful of that author. And, they didn't do anything except write a book I didn't like. Ana says, listen, there's 7 of those little terrors. I mean, darlings. I gave them a whole section of my living room as a play area. That would have made a perfect library area. Are all 7 of them your brothers, or is this like a combination of different siblings, children? Anyway, so I went to Penny's Bookshelf and got a bunch of mass markets, including some step backs. And then I drove all the way from Penny's Bookshelf in Milford to the Book Barn in Niantic. And Google Maps said it would only take me 46 minutes, but Google Maps now calls the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, so nuts to them. It took more like an hour. It was a nice drive, though. It was a nice day to drive. And I went to Book Barn, and I discovered something very saddening. This is the place where I got the romance grab bag. They're not doing that anymore. They just stopped because they're in new quarters and they don't really have space to display those or something. I don't know. So, because I was going to get some and they didn't have them anymore. Ana says, 4 are my oldest brothers. 1 is my second oldest brothers, and her little brother is another. Then the last is my younger sister's son. Okay, but you're just like that's practically a daycare right there. Okay. So I went to the Book Barn and I got some more mass markets. Some of them, or most of the mass markets I got are stepbacks. However, they recently moved where they keep the romances. They moved into new quarters because they got 3 different locations in Niantic. When I walked into this store for the first time, the new store for the first time, they're just driving past like they don't even care. They have a table with like box sets and stuff like that. Most of it was children's books because that's also the children's the store where they sell the children's books. And they're sitting on the table, just as bold as brass, just as pretty as you please. These Elsie Silver novels. Oops, one of them's upside down. I think this is the Gold Rush Ranch series. I think that's a 4-book series, and this was all 4 books were just sitting there, just waiting for me to come along and get them. A false start. This is not in the correct order, I don't think. Photo finish. Off to the races. The front runner. Just like, yeah, hey, we're $5 a piece, $20 for the set. And they were very excited when I bought them. They were like, we just put these out. And I said, and I just bought them. And Ana says, woo, yay. Ana says, I have those. Have you read them yet? Is the question. And Ana says, not that edition, but have you read them yet? No, I have not, says Ana. I smell a body read. Okay, or at least the potential for one. So those are the latest jewels in the crown. And so the rest, I have 4 mass markets that aren't step backs and 5 mass markets that aren't step backs and 4, 8, 13 mass markets that are step backs. So should I like make everybody wait until after the next sprint? Oh, by the way, during my sprints today, during the 10-minute sprint, I just recorded a clip and relaxed. You probably at some point saw that I just gave up and put the tripod right in front of the camera. I mean, right in front of the computer. And so I'm back to doing the Goodreads cataloging. So we're going back out into the heartfelt hallway for that and rocking out with PLR, which is currently playing. What are they playing right now? Hard to Handle by the Black Crows. Ana says, sounds like heaven, stares blankly, sigh. I suppose we can wait. For a second, I thought you were talking about the potential of the Elsie Silver Buddy read. And I was like, well, we could read them whenever we want if we both own them and anybody else who wants to join us. And then I realized you meant about the step backs. Okay, so I am going to start. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is going to be a 30-minute sprint. Oh, Nicole has something to say about that. She says, I'm going to enjoy a book this next sprint. Just wrapped up the test edits. Oh, awesome. Great, great. And then Ana says, I'm always up for a fun buddy read. Haha. Well, that package I sent you, those books are all dupes, and except for the one that we talked about. And I haven't read any of them yet. So those are potential buddy reads as well, if you want. So anyway, what I'm going to do is we're going to do a 30-minute sprint, and I'm going to haul the computer out into the hallway so that I can catalog some books. Ana says, yay! Okay, so it is 2:36. So we are going to go, let's see. That would take us to 2:06. Timer. I've been having a day, so I'm not sure what's what. But anyway, we're at 30 minutes starting now. Okay, time to come back. We're back at base camp after our little expedition. The radio station was playing harder rock than I usually like to listen to. I might switch over to the whale or the river next time. Paige, hi everyone. Late to the party, but I'm glad I'm able to stop by. Loving the tiara sock. Yes, this is the one you gave me. And now that it has had its official debut, I can wear it. And that makes me very happy. So, so I was just doing my Goodreads updates. And earlier I showed off the Paige says, you look fabulous. Thank you. I feel fabulous. Got off to a bit of a rocky start today, but I'm feeling pretty good. Nicole says, I did no reading, but finished all the rest of my work. Time for the books. Oh, yeah. I was showing off earlier. I was showing off from my trip to various used bookstores on Monday. And I already talked about the books I checked out from the library. And I had this, I found at Book Barn in Niantic, I found this 4 volumes of the, what is it called? The Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver. They all have similar covers, but anyway. So, and I showed off, I think, the one book I got at the library, A Cowboy of Legend by Linda Brode. Okay, so are we ready? Are we ready for the mass markets that aren't step backs? I like to build up. Oh, and I ran across a couple of step backs while I was doing stuff on Goodreads, doing stuff for Goodreads out in the heartfelt hallway. I can show those too. Those are pretty cool. So, but the ones I picked up yesterday, we have one. Yes, let's see the beauties, says Ana. Okay, we have this one, and this is sadly I haven't managed to get the entire price sticker off. It is coming off, and it doesn't look like it's going to tear the cover, but it's still there a little bit. But this is I believe it's the second book in the Texas Destiny series by Lorraine Heath, Texas Glory. I already had this, but it was a different edition, so I picked this one up. And as you can see, this dude is a prime candidate for Mustache Monday on Instagram. Oh, I love you so. Is that a caterpillar on your lip, or are you just trying to do something there? I don't know. Somebody please invent the straight razor. Okay. Excuse me, the safety razor. They had straight razors. Okay, so that's one of the mass markets, and that doesn't have a step back. And then I have another Lorraine Heath that does not have a step back. And this is A Rogue in Texas, which I believe is a different series from Texas Destiny. Yay, Lorraine Heath, says Megan's book note. Yay, Lorraine Heath, indeed. And I don't know, Megan, if you've read A Rogue in Texas. I know somebody was talking about it. Megan says, I also actually got to read this sprint. Nice. Paige has something to say. Where are my glasses? She says, I still have to hunt down Lorraine Heath's Western books. Have all her other ones. I think I have 1 or 2 by her that aren't Westerns, but yeah. This is A Rogue in Texas, which is a Duke's son, Grayson Rhodes. And Megan says, yes, she has read this one. Yeah, I remember. I think you were saying you liked it. I mean, you're like, yay, Lorraine Heath. So, okay. And then the other 2 non-step back mass markets I got were both Constance O'Day Flannery time travel. So we have the Gift, the Calla Lilies. Megan says, I've read all of hers except for a few of her newest ones. And also by Constance O'Day Flannery, Shifting Love, which I believe is time travel. That's the shifting they're talking about. It's not the other thing. B could read this safely. She would not be grossed out. Megan says, she was an author I binged through the library during COVID. Is that how we get around like not getting flagged for talking about certain topical events during the Pandorican? Okay, so those. Oh wait. Oh, there is one more that is a mass market without being a step back, and that is by Nora Hess, and it is called Fancy, which I've I have some books by Nora Hess. I read Willow by her and I enjoyed it, but I saw this and all I could think of was the Reba McEntire song from like about 20 years or so ago. Here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down. Paige says, I need to have a Lorraine Heath binge month. So behind on all my historical romances. Yeah, I know the feeling. Megan says, ooh, Paige, that sounds awesome. It does. Not the being behind part. I'm assuming I speak for both myself and Megan when I say not the being behind part. Okay, so this is one hair that's always sticking up. So that's the mass markets and the trades that aren't setbacks. Are we ready for the setbacks or do we want to save those for the next recess? I got like a whole, I don't know how many books I got entered while I was doing that stuff. My books. My books. Well, I have 427 entered overall. So, Paige says, step backs. Megan says, I might not be here after for next sprint. Okay, we'll do the step back so nobody misses anything. I am getting a little tired, so I might not be here after the next sprint on it. Well, I'll be here, Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so we have another one of the Mad Moreland series by Candace Camp. I am slowly but surely acquiring them all. And this one is his Wicked Charm. Sorry, I thought I'd gotten two of these, but I got his Wicked Charm. So here she is, looking all lovely in her dress. These take place in the 19th century, but after the Regency, during the reign of Victoria. Let me see. It's even like 1870s. 1892? Okay. This is like, I really should do these without being able to see myself. Okay, so that's the cover. And that's what's going on inside. I like all of the colors, except I don't really care for that dress she's wearing. It's a really, to my eyes, that's an unfortunate green. But it's a nice kind of discreet embrace that they're enjoying. Okay, more Nora Hess. This one's called Tennessee Moon. And Megan says, oh, what a unique step back. It's nice. It's a nice one. And like I said, I thought I got another one, but I guess not. Let's see. I have another one from that series on this shelf in here. And that one's a Hubba Hubba. So, yeah. This is the Marriage Wager. Actually, no, I don't actually think this is a Mad Morelands, but this is back to the Hubba Hubba stuff. Okay, so now we're back to Nora Hess, Tennessee Moon. Hannah's like, oh, I don't know about that. This is Tennessee Moon by Nora Hess, and this is actually embossed, raised lettering, embossed. I don't know what the difference is. It's raised. Everybody in town is driving past my house this afternoon. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Mm-hmm. And this actually, I think Tennessean is tend to believe in. Not explicit about when it takes place. I don't know. Ooh, that's a pretty one, says Paige. Yeah, it's nice. So, yeah. Tennessee moon, and they've got, they're going with the moon. Let's see, who did this one? Well, they're not going to tell us who did it. Okay. Also, Nora Hess. Tanner! Again, with the raised lettering, gold foiling on the lettering that is raised. And we've got a little design on the side. It looks like the marbling effect that they do on the end pages of very old books, older books. And it says the backgrounds are usually always pretty. That one was gorgeous. Okay, this one, this is a Pinot. I don't think the other one was Pinot, but this one is. Spring flowers. This is a Western. Okay, again, more Nora Hess. Lacey, again with the raised lettering, gold foiling. I think we're in some kind of bedroom situation. I'm calling it like I sees it. This is also a Western. And oh, yet another Nora Hess. I just really went nuts on the Nora Hess, didn't I? This one is called Lark. And as you can see, it's by the best-selling author of Tanner. And this is, again, raised gold lettering. Another nice kind of design on the strip. But this is a yeah. Okay. These guys are in an adult situation. When I first looked at it, I thought that was his tongue, but it's just an unfortunately placed shadow / fold in her sheet. Oh wow, says Megan. I know. I was like, that can't be his tongue. They wouldn't do that. And it says 3 chili peppers. It's not. It's just a very, very unfortunately placed shadow. So I was like, they might get pretty saucy, but they're not going to have tongues sticking out. Okay, so those were not all of the Nora Hess. We also have Winter Love. I mean, she's still kind of wearing a dress. Okay. Then I have Paige says, I'm loving the bedroom step backs. They are gorgeous and spicy. Okay, let's see. Oh my. Okay, moving on. We have a couple more Westerns, both by Connie Mason. These are from her trilogy, The Outlaws. I already have the first book in the trilogy. I haven't read it yet, but it's called Sam. It's just like The Outlaws and then the dude's name. So excuse me, I already have Outlaws Sam. And then I think the second one is Outlaws Rafe. And again, this one has a nice design on the strip on the side. And we're in another field, springtime flowers field, meadow. And she is actually allowed to be in charge, it looks like. Nice. And then the Outlaws Jess. It looks like she might actually be wearing a dude's outfit. Okay, they're in a field. More outdoor stuff. Yeah, we're getting into it. Man, look at those flowers. Okay. I think we have another Western, but by somebody else. This is by Cheryl Henke or Henke. Terms of Surrender. Yeah, Colorado Territory or Colorado State. I don't know. See, the problem is that the back is a little bit damaged. Yeah. And another one with this that actually has a design on the strip. This is the different card suits: diamonds, spades, clubs, and hearts. Couldn't remember what the fourth one was. So anyway, yeah, we're in another adult situation. And oh, okay, this is also Western because we're in Nevada now. Oh, this is pretty on the back. It's got that nice uh, vine type border. And this is on the front. More spring flowers. And then the inside is actually, this is the same picture, just with fewer flowers and more grass, I guess. I don't know. More details on the, I don't know. It's nice. He's allergic to his laundry detergent. That's why he had to take his shirt off. Terrible when that happens. And then we have a Virginia Henley. Ooh, hubba hubba. Undone. And you can see we've got the flower on the cover and the corset lacing, corset with its lacing. And then he's gonna help her with all that lacing. He's like a stand-up dude like that. Helping her with the lacing. What a nice guy. And you can tell in the background, aside from the text box, the price, the barcode, there is a bed. Nice bed with a lot of pillows. And one more, Teresa Medeiros, Lady of Conquest. Looks like it's probably medieval. Megan says, LOL, love your commentary. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, this is the last one. So those, oh, I did run across some nice ones while I was doing my books in the hallway. These are all contemporaries to one. Oh, actually, I think this one might be historical fiction rather than historical romance, but there's probably romance in it. But it's written by a dude, so you know that means historical fiction and not historical romance. This is Blood Red Rose by Maxwell Grant. You can see we have sort of an oriental motif. Paige says those were some good step back finds. Yeah, they were nice. And this is like one of those where there's just like everything is happening here. Just all the things. It's a bunch of North Americans running around Asia, just probably being racist as all get out. You know how it goes. This is China in 1926, seething with unrest, seething with violent desires. So yeah. And then we have by Aaron Pritzi, the Consul General's Daughter. This is another one where there's, you know, I'm not sure where we are. She's a diplomat's daughter. Paris, it looks like. Yep, Paris. Because on the back it says Africa, but she grew up in Africa, but I guess now she's in Paris being all blonde and stuff. And then we have The Morgan Women by Beverly Byrne. It says used, great value. I'm not going to try to take it off right now because I don't want to damage it, but there's like a Oh, there we go. Ooh! This is exciting. You're gonna watch me like try to take a giant sticker off of a book without damaging the book. Okay, I didn't get it all the way off, but I got enough that you can see that there are some lovely flowers underneath that giant sticker. And the Morgan women, I mean, wow, all this stuff going on. Just this, all this stuff. So many women and some dudes too. Medical stuff also. Megan's book nook says that's such an obnoxiously large sticker. It really is. And it just is used great value. Okay, yes. It was $2.05 and the MSRP was $4.95. When was this published? 1990. Okay. The Step Back was by Vic Lavati. Anyway, so those are the step backs I found in the hall while I was cataloging, and then those others are the ones I bought. And Abby Jean doesn't seem to be with us today, but she had left a comment when I left a picture under book haul on the book haul tab in Tea and Biscuits. She left a comment saying, now you're going to have to add them to Goodreads. But I actually did that Monday night when I got home. So I was on top of that. I just need to find somewhere to put them on the shelf. And it's just about 3:30. So shall we do another sprint? And I think it's just going to be one more because I am getting a little tired. So I'm good for one more and some general chit chat afterward. Megan says I can sprint for a bit and then I have to hop off for tutoring. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start and we'll be finished at 4 and then we'll have a little more chat and then close it out for the afternoon. Sure, we can sprint, says Paige. Okay, we're going to do it. And I am going to put a different radio station on because I was not enjoying myself with PLR this afternoon. So I'm going to put on the Whale, which I think right now is in a commercial break. Okay. Okay. Okay, bye, Megan. Enjoy the rest of the sprint and enjoy your tutoring. Okay, here's the radio station. Okay, it's time to come back from the sprint. It's time to come back. You're back from the sprint. Hmm. Back from the sprint. We don't have Megan anymore. Paige says, I just ate some lunch. Nice. What'd you have? I'm just getting set up for a little nap in case you hadn't figured that out. Yeah. Leftover pot roast. Do you have some nice carrots, potatoes, that kind of thing with it, or just the pot roast? Like nothing else, just pot roast. Well, like I said, I'm really tired. She says, "You bet. Got to have the carrots and potatoes." Yeah, I mean, otherwise, what are you even doing? Why bother? Ana says, "I'm going to need my dishes to wash themselves now." Yeah, yeah. It's like when your boss says, "I'm going to need you to do this now," and you're like, "Oh, I don't like that constriction." Wasn't that an Office Space? Didn't he keep saying that? Ada says, "Get some rest." I was practically falling asleep in the heartfelt hallway while I was doing those books. I was just like nodding off like nobody's business. Nicole says, I'm logged in my laptop upstairs and computer downstairs too. Tell they're napping on mom. I gotta go soon. Yeah, I am going to just kind of collapse for a little while and hopefully I'll do some stuff later, film another clip or something. Or maybe I'll just film it from bed and I'll be like, yeah, that whole day in the life vlog is, well, I would say it fell apart, but actually, this is not atypical. So I'm going to call it off. I'm going to call it done. Ugh, I can't even speak anymore. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you who saw this or not, but I am scheduled to be on B's Wake Up to Romance live stream on Friday, on camera, not just hanging out, but actually on camera. Hope you are well. So many teachers and students sick right now. I think I'm just tired. I mean, I've been up for almost 12 hours, which, normally I'm up for 16 or more hours, but I've also been running around like a crazy person all day. That was ableist. I shouldn't say that, even as somebody with a diagnosed mental condition. I've been running around quite a bit all day. Anyway, so you'll see me on Friday, hopefully, unless hopefully nothing weird happens, but I should be on Wake Up to Romance on Friday. Again, on camera, not just hanging out. Paige says, hope you have a nice rest and I'll see you Friday on B's Morning Show. I will see you there. Hopefully, see people and stuff. I am really flagging. Okay, I'm going to just end the stream now. And thank you all for showing up and see you on, there's going to be Monday at 7 p.m. Paranormal Romance. And that's the book talk, talking about books. And then, of course, I'll be on Friday morning with B. So see y'all later.